body bags where horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Hey guys, welcome to week 19 of Body Bags. Happy Wednesday everybody, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so I'm not back to my old time slot, I'm just filling in for Philip at the moment. So, see you next week man, but right now we're going to have a VHS2 review. Okay, now, if you haven't seen the first one, the basic concept of VHS is that it is a found footage anthology concept, okay? And it's like, the wraparound story is these characters find a bunch of VHS tapes in a room and they watch them, and each tape has a kind of snuff movie on it. Now, that's why I'm doing the first one, and that is what happens in this one, okay? But honestly, I'm not a big fan of bigging up sequels over their original counterparts, but I honestly think this one was better than the first one. Anyone agree with me? I really do think this is better than the first one. Okay, so the wraparound story is called Tape 49, and to be honest, it's kind of boring. I mean, the first one was kind of boring. It's just two people, they're private investigators, they're sent to find a college kid. They break into the last known address, like his new apartment or whatever, and they don't find him, but they find a bunch of VHS tapes and a recording of this kid talking about these VHS tapes. So the girl sits there and watches the tapes, and the guy goes off and investigates the rest of the place. Now, I don't know their names. It's not memorable, but we lead right into story number one, which is called, from memory, I can't remember. What the hell is it called? It's called Phase 1 Clinical Trials. So basically, the camera in this segment is in the form of a prosthetic eye piece. The guy had his eye put out, and he has like a cyborg eye that records everything because it's a new device and they want to make sure they're testing it properly. Now, right from the get-go, he's not exactly happy about this because he doesn't like the fact they're going to be watching everything he's doing, but he sees freaky people. You see him leave the hospital, you see him clock this chick, you see him go home, and then he basically notices a few things out of place, and I actually nearly pissed myself. This scared the hell out of him so much. He starts seeing dead people. And then, not to give the entire ending or anything away, but the chick that he saw at the hospital comes back, and it turns out she can hear dead people, and she basically says to him, look, I can try and help you deal with this. It escalates, there's a shitload of scares, and a pretty awesome / gruesome ending to this, okay? This is probably one of my favourites out of all the segments on this, but holy shit, I actually screamed out loud a couple of times. I never do that, ever. Okay, segment number 2 is a ride in the park. Now, this is really good concept, I thought. It's a guy with a cam on his helmet. He's riding his bike, his mountain bike through the woods. So it's pretty much, I think it's called Go-Go. And as he's riding through, he comes across a woman all bloodied, and she eventually turns into a zombie. And the whole segment is the fact that he gets bitten and he turns into a zombie, and you're just kind of following him as he's turning other people, and those people are meeting other people they turn, and you get it all from a first person perspective, you know, like from the zombies perspective. That's awesome. That's a really good concept. Number 3 is Safe Haven. That is my least favourite of all the stories. It's basically about an Indonesian cult, and a film crew want to go in there and basically just film the cult leader and what goes on so they can like relay the craziness of it all. It's about a mythical creature, this one. Not really much else I can say without giving it away. A lot of it is them filming inside of the cult. I must admit, the Paradise Day that this guy is talking about, when it all kicks off and they all kind of do their, I'm not really going to say suicide pact because it's not really, but you know, it's kind of a mass thing without giving it away. I must admit that was pretty cool, you know. It freaked me out. Yeah, so story number 4, last one, is Slumber Party Alien Abduction. What a fucking awesome name. Okay, now this one is, I think, maybe my second favourite. So you're following these kids at home. They've got an older sister. She brings a boyfriend over. The parents have gone away for the weekend, and you've got the teenage and kid brother and their friends. They all stay over. You see them kind of interacting and then getting annoyed with each other and pissing each other off and whatnot. And then suddenly, holy shit, they see something in the water, and that freaked me out. And then these aliens descend upon them, and they just basically get chased for the rest of the segment. And it's shit scary, these aliens, because when they make themselves known, there's a huge burst of light and a huge burst of sound. And it's kind of that really freaky foghorn sound, you know, like an air raid siren almost. And it just comes out of nowhere. And then suddenly the camera's like, oh, and there's the aliens. Fucking shit me up so bad. I really recommend watching this. I don't know what the budget for this was. It didn't do very well at the box office, but then it's not really a box officey type film. It's a festival film, and it's for all of us horror lovers. Who gives a shit about box office money? VHS2, give it a watch. I think that's pretty much all I can say about it. It only came out 2013. I was going to say this year. We're not in that year anymore. But yeah, if you liked VHS1, you need to get your hands on this. I got this from HMV for £6. Online, you can't get it cheaper in the UK for like 12 quid. It's ridiculous. So yeah, give this one a watch. Seriously, if you like anthology, if you like horror, if you don't like blood and guts and all that crap, I seriously suggest giving it a miss, because there's a hell of a lot in it. But yeah, so join me tomorrow for my own review. I shall be doing... I think I'm going to be doing Carrie. Yeah, so I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.